Alright, well, I put the box blade back on. I did forget that I have the ripper tines down, but they're not sticking too far below it. They're on their highest setting. Got 3 holes. If it's doing too much, then I will take them out, flip them over, stick them up the top. But I have it tilted back slightly so it's more of a drag, because when it sits down, it'll sit down and set. I wanted the 3-point, the hydraulic one, but at the time I didn't want any extras, a ton of extras added on to the total cost of it, and because they would have had to run hydraulics all the way to the back, it would have been, I think, a few extra thousand, like $2,000–$3,000 to have them run more hydraulic lines to the back, and it just wasn't worth it at the time. I wanted it to plow and move some stumps out of the pine stumps out and stuff. So, but we're back at the tree, the good old apple tree. It hasn't produced in, I'm thinking, like 5 years. I don't think I've seen apples down here, if not longer. But there's a ton of growth underneath this entire tree, and it's all those little black apple thing, or little black chokeberries or whatever they're called. And now I got this vine thing growing up through here, and I just prefer to have the apple tree stay alive than all this. But so I got all that, that's ready, and this is ready to be cleared. So let's have at her. And I figure I'll start with the bucket, and I'll just start mashing everything down so I can back up in there. Because one thing you don't want to do, I'm sure it wouldn't hurt it with all these little branches and stuff like that, the little stuff, but one thing you don't want to do is back up with the box blade down to push things, because it'll break things. This right here is not stock. That I pushed on the back of this on accident, bumped into a tree when plowing, and it snapped that little pin off out there. It snapped the whole thing off. So I learned not to put too much pressure backwards. Alright, so I got some bushes pushed down, as you can see. Yeah, they were all intertwined up through here and all the way out to the top, the very top of this apple tree, and she don't look healthy. She's been starved of sunlight and all that for quite a while. All of these, everything around here, all of them little, these dang berry things. Let's see. It's all them things. I mean, they're huge. They're gonna, all these are the same thing over there, same thing over there. I mean, they're 20 feet tall. So they grow. Yeah, I could use Google Lens and figure out what they are right now, but I really don't care. I'm sure some of you will definitely tell me what they are, but yeah, I couldn't figure out whether there were certain things in here that were other apple trees or not, but it looks like they're all freaking all those. I mean, it was a line through here this whole way. So I was trying to be cautious in the beginning, but then I said, you know, just mow them down. So now I was having an issue getting in here and maneuvering around because it's not a very big area. You know, it's only maybe from, let's see, right here to right here is only like 8 feet. So to back up and maneuver was kind of annoying because I kept doing exactly what I didn't want to do and push a bunch of pressure on that back blade, and I kept banging into it. Did it all over there a little bit, but I had to get in there and get this cleared out. It doesn't look that big on camera, but from about this tree to back over right about in here, that's probably a 15-foot distance. So it's a nice wide area because these branches come all the way out. I mean, they go a ways. I might even push that one down over there just to give this branch that comes up some more light, and because that's all covered with the berries. There's trying to get some apples. There's some apples up in there growing, but not as much. Hopefully next year it'll do a lot better, or the year after, or however long they tend to produce apples. I thought it was like every other year, but I don't remember. So that's where I'm at now. I'm gonna go in here and shove some more stuff back. I'm gonna try to go around this tree here this way and kind of just shove this stuff back in there, and I think I'm just gonna leave all the brush in there. It'll kind of use like a wall for the deer to come down in here and feel a little safer. They got this big hill, they'll have that wall. They can eat right here and walk literally right here, right down the trail, back out, or even right down in there. So they'll have plenty of room. Hopefully it'll make it feel a little safer, more deer coming in. But let's get back to it. Alright, well, I think I'm done with this for today. I had a little bit of playtime, so I figured I'd come down and do this. So, see if I can fit the tractor back in here now. But I got a ton of these little twigs and sticks to get up yet. I tried to use the back blade with the ripper tines down, and it just wanted to ride on everything. So I just used the bucket and put force down and let it dig. It did pretty good. A little bumpy. I'll come down and snip all these little ends off and then dig that up. But snip off these little ends and then drop the back blade and just kind of drive in circles around this beast. And then it'll be nice and smooth. The deer will be happy with the big tree to reproduce again. I don't know how long she's gonna produce for, but she's looking old now that I can actually get in here and look. Got a bunch of, what are those guys? Roly-polies living in there. Well, then you got a dead chunk here. Bark's gone off of it, looks like. But everywhere's sprouting. So I know it's a really dense wood. I don't know how much that it can take, but I couldn't see any other apple trees in here. I know I got another one right over here that I'm going to do. Walk over this one real quick. This one got hit by another tree a few years ago in a storm. Right in there, you can see this is the apple tree. It goes that way and it goes this way. It's in there, but again, it got overgrown by them stupid little berry bush things. I can't tell what this is, whether this is part of the tree or not. Oh, here we go. Here's the tree right here. But yeah, she needs to be cleared out through here, cleared out through there, and that'll be the next project, because my path is back in there. I drive right around it, and all this dead stuff, can't really see it, but there's a tree laying in here. Like, you can see it from the other side. I'll show you that once I hop back on the tractor and drive back around. But, well, there you go. Here's most of it. Most of it's all dead and laying in here, and it goes right up into the crotch of that tree. But I think it was a birch tree that fell down. I had to cut it all up. I had to take an apple tree out. But you know, the last time I went and did all this kind of stuff, I put a stick right through my oil can, or my oil filter, and it sprayed crap everywhere. So thankfully nothing happened on this one. Alright, well, that's it for this one. I'll take care of the rest of it. I might show some videos of that, just as, you know, when I finish it. But I got another trail I need to clear, so I'll probably have a video on that one here soon. So if you like these videos, you want to see some more tractor work, going through the trails and do some clearing, some more box blade work. I do have a driveway that I do. You can see some of that. I put some gravel down, and I just rip it up every now and then and clear it. But if you want to see some more of these videos, like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you want to see this tractor do, because this is the 3025E. This is not the big, powerful, you know, higher diesel engine. So if you're looking for one, let me know. I'll show you what this can do.